Okay, welcome to the very latest, exciting, amazing production line developer blog thing. I'm Cliff Harris, Cliffsky, the coder, programmer, designer of the game. It's currently in the Steam sale for a few days. I think it's 33% off if you're thinking about buying it. Actually, you've got quite a lot done, so I've got quite a lot to talk about. I realised it's incredibly hot here right now. I know that might seem amusing if you live in Australia or California to think that I'm in the UK and it's hot, but we don't have aircon here, so yeah, it's hot. And I'm wearing this hat, which is incredibly hot. I don't have much hair left, so I quite like wearing the hat. But that means I can only in future make games that involve hats, which is somewhat limiting, put it mildly. I think my green screen is melting, look, under the stresses of the heat. Anyway, loads of stuff that will be going in sort of a week or two, something like that. Something that has been on my list to do, and I've just started working on, is support for colorblind players. So I have a little thing here that at the moment doesn't change anything, although it does, it changes to another color palette. Because I haven't gone through and selected the colour palette for colourblind players yet. Let me just load a game. Blah 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 blah. What if we'll go with this. We'll go with this. This is quite a big map. There was a lot of kind of like behind the scenes work to enable support for colourblind players. So basically what that has meant is that all of these colours, there's no hard coding of colours anywhere in the game. So this yellow and this red and that green, all of the user interface colours are actually in like a palette bitmap that just gets read in when the game starts. This never used to happen. There used to be like a file, like a code file in the project for the game that would say what all of the different colours were. Now it just kind of gives them names and identifiers, but the actual color data is loaded from a color palette, which I will stick up on the screen now, I think. But the interesting thing is that once you've done that, and it's quite easy to do that, quite easy to code that, you can then have a really easy switch that just loads a different color palette. Now it doesn't do anything at the moment because the two palettes are the same, but if I turn that on, it's now changed every color in the game to the colorblind palette. So what this means is I now need to work out what colours are causing a problem for colourblind players. I am not colourblind, so I cannot tell. So to me, yeah, this is all quite reasonable. I can tell all of these apart. Same there and there. Where else have we got charts? I'll tell you where we've got charts is here. I can tell all those apart. And if I zoom in and look at these charts there, I can see that green against that grey. I don't know if any of this is causing problems for some people. These colours, the colours you pick for the cars, obviously are not affected, and the colour of stuff in the world is not affected. These robots are this red, and they always will be that red. But it's the user interface stuff, when I'm trying to get across information, that I want it to be usable for colourblind players. Now, I asked on Twitter, I said, here's the colour palette, which of these really clash? The trouble is there's loads of colours in the game, and the reason there's loads of colours in the palette is because we have loads of entries in pie charts. So if you look at expenses, all of these colours have to be different. And it's hard enough without worrying about it, because look, sales and chip engineer wages, they're not that different from debt interest. Like, there's only so many colours, man. Anyway, I'm working on that, and one of the things that I did, I'm going to try and demonstrate to you by switching to this, boom, and then if I go down here, there is this thing. Right, now you can see that. Okay, oh, I don't think I had to change the monitor then, did I? Let me just switch that off. Oh no, I did. Oops. Hopefully you could see that. Let me try that again without having to mess around. There you go. So, no. Okay, here we go. Right monitor. Basically, there is an app. What if I told you there is an app on the market that, oh, for crying out Computers are so complicated these days, don't you find? That lets me do the stupid thing. I think it worked once, didn't it? You could see it, couldn't you? Yeah. No, you can't. Oh god, this is so annoying. Anyway, there is a way. I will put up a screenshot of what this looks like with a certain bit of software enabled. Which I think, what's it called? It's called Color Oracle, and it basically lets you simulate. I think it was doing it without that, wasn't it? It lets you simulate what colorblind people see. No, it's still not doing it. It's doing it on my other monitor, right? Which is amazing and well done, but that doesn't actually help. Anyway, I have some software that does this. So what I'm going to be doing today is going through playing a lot of the game with that on, looking for stuff that doesn't really, that I can't tell the difference and fixing it. So colorblindness support is coming. Okay, let's talk about other stuff. You may have noticed, you could see it there actually, that when stuff drops down now it bounces slightly. It bounces too much, doesn't it? That's way too much, isn't it? Is it? Is that too bouncy? Tell me if this is way too bouncy. I got a bit excited when I coded it, right? I put down a new marketing thing. Boing. Is it because I need to scale it by the zoom, don't I? That's the... Oh, God. That's the problem. Just put down research. I know it's pointless. I know it doesn't improve the game in any measurable way, but like, you know, boing. I don't know, like, I like it, but I don't know, maybe that sucks. Let me know if you think I'm wasting my life. Press F to tell Cliff he's wasting his life. It only took half hour or something. I don't know, because I had to get it working. You might have noticed actually that certain things, that when you put them down, they used to not drop. They used to always appear where they were already. I think the power plant used to do it. Oh, hang on, that power plant's still doing it. Oh my god! So many things go wrong. Yeah, look, those buildings didn't drop to... Oh, pointless. No, I fixed some things along these lines recently. Let me just try it with this. Where was it? Design Studio. Bong. I quite like that. Do we need a boing noise? Anyway, who cares? I have actually been doing real work, not just that. So there's some actual helpful stuff that's not stupid. So I added some little buttons here. You see these little buttons? These little buttons show you that you can sort up and down by this. This was put in recently, but we didn't have little buttons, and we put in little buttons now. You don't have to hit the buttons at all. They're just indicators to show you what's being sorted and in what direction. Trivial. There is some new stuff that you can research. Ooh, exciting. So, where is it? Hybrid powertrain somewhere. What would that be? It'd be technologies, wouldn't it? Ooh, I'm not sure now. Oh my god. I'm not quite sure where it is. I'll tell you what, I haven't researched it. So, I know I need a search bar. We're going to have a search bar. I'm working on it. Make hybrid powertrain. Boom, that's new. Okay. And we had another thing. What was it? Visual inspection speed upgrade. Yeah, where is that? Blah 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 blah. Visual inspection. Yeah, right. Extended inspection checklists. So what this does is it actually is kind of a speed downgrade, really, because it makes it take longer to inspect the car for visual anomalies, for kind of like defects, scratches, problems. Yeah. So you spend more time looking for defects if you upgrade to this. But the chances go up another 9%, which means that if you have all of the upgrades, your chances of spotting a defect are 99%. You can't make it 100%. That would be wrong. Because some people want this. I think the important thing here is it's giving you a choice. It's giving the player a choice. So do you want to have loads of inspections with maybe some smart junctions and routing around? Or do you want to just... You don't mind if it's slightly slow at this point because you've got multiple lines and this isn't a bottleneck, for example. So you could have extended inspection checklists. I will research that now because it changes some of the graphics and I kind of went to slight lengths for it to change the graphics. I'm not playing this game properly at all, so look, I've got far too many cars here, and some of them have got a visual bug from about 10 versions ago. Anyway, so those two things are in that are new. Damn, I can't show you the other thing and still have progress on research. How annoying, how annoying. Okay, right, I'm going to do it anyway. What I'll do, look, what we'll do, we'll cheat, right? Cheating, not cheating at all. It's just not behaving sensibly. So I'm spamming down loads of research centres so the research goes really quick. I've got tons of money, right, so who cares? Right, anyway, if I go in here, look, we've got a new thing. Some of these are from mods, if you wonder, well, what are they, Cliff? I can't research them. But I just need to demonstrate something. But I'm just putting down any old nonsense that's from people's mods. Okay, so look! Oh my god! This was kind of... See that graphics wrong, mod maker? You've done that wrong. Yeah, look, so you can drag these and you can drag these around. Basically, is what I'm getting at. More work than you think, because you get like these little lines to sort of show you where it'll be if you drop it. What you can't do is you can't do this and then scroll this list. Okay, it'll ignore the scroll wheel while you do it. You know, I know someone's going to moan about that. Like at some point I'll fix that. It's actually much harder than you'd think. I'm sure it's very easy to do in Unity or something. I don't know. Maybe it isn't. Who knows? But I know people ask for this, and it is quite handy sometimes when you're like reassessing things. So if we let that churn away and do the research, I'm going to put down even more. Look, because I've got loads of research room over here. I need to spend a lot of time playing this map because I want to get to like insane levels of car production to check that the game is still playable at that rate. Because look, I've sort of clogged up here. That's definitely a bottleneck, and this is a bit of a bottleneck here. And yet, look, we've got a line there. I do find that you can almost never have too many joins like that in terms of productivity. It will always help. Right, this is about to be researched. So, got loads of things. Extended inspection checklists. Boom. Excellent. Right, so if I go to a visual thing, it's only because like it took me 20 minutes or something that I want to go, look, I did a thing. So what happens is you'll get new stuff will appear, more people will appear, and I think computers appear and stuff like that. But also to make it really more obvious, I changed the colour of all the filing cabinets. Boom. It takes longer to do that than you think. I think I should do more of this. I think this stuff really matters, right? Because you'll notice if you just put down a normal visual inspection, if you haven't used this facility, or this slot rather, where is it? It's in quality check, obviously. So when you put these down, they're like this. I really like it when the upgrades noticeably change the appearance. So you'll notice that it looks like that. It doesn't have these scanning like light things, and it doesn't have these cool robots, and it has a different upgrade thing, right? So if you watch, if I change it to enhanced inspection, boom, loads of stuff changes. And now if I do that, boom, extra stuff gets added, like that computer console gets added and stuff changes. I think it matters. It matters because it should be a visual reward to the player as well as a kind of gameplay reward. My favourite game at the moment is, apart from outside of this style, is Battlefield 5, and I really love cosmetic upgrades. I will play hundreds of hours as a class I don't like with a gun I am no good at on maps I don't enjoy, just so that I can have a different hat. I love that sort of thing, right? And I think that I don't do enough of it in production line. So like if you upgrade these to be faster, you get extra fans. I don't know if you've noticed. You probably have noticed, right? So if I put down one of these slots like that, if you go through the upgrades, they actually add extra fans. And I think it's kind of like a visual reward and a visual reminder. So like I can look here and I can go, oh yeah, I did the upgrade on that one. These are the slow ones with the red things. But I haven't done it on this one. And then you can look at ones you just put down and realise they don't have the enhanced inspection. I think it really matters. I like stuff like that. It's only art budget and time that prevents me having a load of that. But I do like the whole customization stuff. And I should remind people that there is visual customization in the game if you want it. Like, you know, if you don't like that, you can change that. And if you don't, you know, you can add some like silly charts and stuff like that. You can add little doors for people. It's kind of cool. Well, what happened there? That didn't quite go in, did it? I love stuff like that. Anyway, so this is what I've been working on. This is version 1.77 that I'm working on. Stuff I'm going to do, I need to get all of this stuff translated. I need to pick the colorblind colours. Monday, which is tomorrow, I've told myself I'm going to do a search bar on the top of the R&D screen. That might take longer than one day, so I might be doing that on Tuesday as well. I'm then away for 4 or 5 days. And then when I come back, I'm going to release this as an update to the game. Anyway, that's enough for 1 week. So this is Production Line by Positech Games. It's great. You build a car factory. Tell me what you think about the bump, the bounce, boing. That's crap, isn't it? Isn't that a bit silly? I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it's? I mean, like, it's just numbers, right? Do you think I should leave it in, but like massively reduce how over the top it is? I really don't know. The trouble is, when you work on something, right, the last thing you want to hear is that was a waste of time. So you tend to put it in anyway, and like, you know, that's why we like player feedback, to sort of go, you know what? No, that looks stupid. It's a video game, right? Who's to say? Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. More importantly, please buy the game. And I will see you again soon. Cheers.